Thank you so much, everyone. Well, we just finished our election last year, isn't it? But the talks about 2027 election is already getting a lot of attention, where the Northern elite under the aegis of League of Northern Democrats have held its meeting to fine-tune strategy to politically unite Northern Nigeria. Yet, you heard me, League of Northern Democrats. Now, they are a group of eminent Northern Nigerians who have come together to form a group and a voice for the Northern people, for the people of Nigeria, they say. Well, at that meeting, they've appointed a convener, Dr. Umar Ado, a unanimous appointment to the ex-Kano State Governor and one-time Minister of Education, Ibrahim Shekarau, as their pro-tem chairman, while a former member of the House of Representatives, Emmanuel Jume, is to serve as pro-tem secretary. Now, they've also appointed a former DG of the FRCN, Ladan Salihu, as their spokesperson. Now, what is the League of Northern Democrats? We do know of Arewa Consultative Forum. We do know of the Northern Elders Forum. What about this League of Northern Democrats? Ladan Salihu is live with us in our studio. Thank you so much, Ladan, for joining us tonight.
Thank you so very much, Sean. Good to see you.
Thank you so much. It's good to see you too. League of Northern Democrats. Who are they?
The League of Northern Democrats, Sean, is a congregation, an amalgamation of concerned northern prolific citizens, elites, those who are technocrats, political stalwarts across party lines, captains of industry, retired army officers, generals, air vice marshals, brigadiers general, former ministers, captains of industry, and all those members of the elites who are really concerned about the deplorable and the challenging, almost scandalous situation in the North. Scandalous in terms of the economy, the security, politics, and social life. The North is the epicenter of backwardness. Is the epicenter of retrogression. It is the epicenter of the politics of catch as your catch can chance. It is the epicenter of conflict and conflict resolution, the epicenter of insecurity. I'm sure these are issues that are worrisome to the North. And it appears that we continue to push and move on as if these problems do not exist. It appears that there is no quality leadership on the board to champion not only the cause, but to educate, enlighten, and bring up these issues for general discussion in such a manner that we coalesce, we unite, we appreciate the challenges, the constraints, the limitations, and the way forward. So that is the mission and vision of the Northern League of Democrats.
How is this group different from the Arewa Consultative Forum? How is it different from the Northern Elders Forum? Because these are well-respected groups representing the voice and the people of the Northern Nigeria.
It's a very brilliant question, Sean. The Arewa Consultative Forum, the Northern Elders Forum, the League of Northern Democrats, we all have to play out our roles, our visions and missions pari passu. But then the public, the general public, the Northern Nigeria that we live today, I will not be the one to sit down and denigrate or speak in charitable terms with respect to the ACF or the Northern Unity Forum. But I think it is the preponderance of opinion in the North and in the League of Northern Democrats that these organizations have either fallen short of our expectations, or they have not necessarily put their hands on the plow to address the sensitive issues pertaining to the North, especially when it comes to leadership recruitment, especially when it comes to the issues that affect the core survival of the North, addressing poverty and holding those in authority accountable for the backwardness of the North. We are not as vociferous, we're not as unrelenting, we're not as vocal in telling the rest of Nigeria the plight of the North. We are not as consistent in our commitment. We are not particularly, we just like not so worried. And it's like you have a kid with Pepe in his hands, and he's licking the Pepe, and he's having tears all over his face, and he continues to lick the Pepe, and the tears are continuously flowing. So we must arrest the drift.
Now, I mean, it's no longer news of the enormous attention that the northern population needs in terms of poverty, in terms of out-of-school children, in terms of infrastructure deficit that the northern society is experiencing, is experiencing, because when we say he experienced them, we're talking in the past, but these are prevailing issues that the people of the North are facing. But the question here is that we know that there is a unison in and a kind of the cultural understanding within the northern population of how they believe so much in the traditional religious institutions and also the political leadership in the North, so much so that you could almost get one vote in one voice from that number on the mass of the northern people. That is how unified that the northern population could be. And we've experienced this few years back. But it does look like things are changing. Politically speaking, it does look like some of the leaders in the North do not carry that weight any longer. Those political leadership are not even getting that kind of followership any longer. It does look like some members of the population have lost hope, and now those leaders have lost their voices. In fact, there is a factionalization of the spiritual leadership of the northern people. The hegemony that we saw seems to be dissipated. Now, how does the League of Northern Democrats hope to unify for the progress of the North? And mind you, the leaders of the North will say there has been a deliberate backward integration of the North. That the leaders of the North are responsible for the backwardness or the kind of retrogression that we see in the North today.
Yes, Sean, you're very much on point. Look, from the time of Sardauna to the time of Shehu Shagari, the North had a culture, a political culture that is embedded in our own political socialization of speaking with one voice, acting together in unison. But over the years, that culture has suffered. It's been surreptitiously replaced by the culture of, if you like, political disintegration, political godfatherism, and a situation in which every so-called leader in the North is tearing away, operating in clusters, almost rudderless. So what the League of Northern Democrats is doing and has started doing is to bring back that culture of Northern unity through deepening stakeholding, through contacts with key leaders that we have identified. This group has visited and has had meetings with the likes of General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, has had meetings with the former head of state, General Abdusalami Abubakar, has had meetings with, has had contacts with General Yakubu Gowon. We are making headway. We have also met, you may want, this may interest you, we have also contacted Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. We have gone far.
He's not a northerner.
He's not a northerner, but, you know, his preeminent position as a politician has an input to make in this organization.
Does the 2027 general election has anything to do with the formation of the League of Northern Democrats?
The 2027 elections and the elections that will come after 27 and all other elections ad infinitum, we will be interested. We are a broad-based organization that cut across party lines. What we are interested is in political recruitment, get the best brains. In the establishment, get the best technocrats. In the economy, employ the best, captains of industry to drive, all these issues in the North.
But what is the followership of this group?
Oh, absolutely amazing.
Who are the leaders of this group?
The leaders of this group are the ones you mentioned in your opening statement. We have the convener, Dr. Umar Arko. He's very well known within political circles in Nigeria. He's an arrowhead in Nigerian politics, in both boardroom and on the platform. He has helped in midwifing the PDP. He has played a crucial role in the metamorphosis of the APC, and he has equally played a pivotal role in bringing President Muhammad Buhari to power. And he is a well-known figure. Then you have Ibrahim Shekarau. We have 60 governors from the North.
60?
60 governors.
Former governors.
Former governors from the North, amongst whom the organization zeroed in on, Ibrahim Shekarau. We have the Secretary, Honorable Jime from Plateau State. We have people that are joining this organization by the day.
Is there an understanding that power returns to the North in 2027 within the group?
It is not particularly on our dashboard for now. These are issues that are, in discussion, and we have a political summit, the Northern Political Summit, that will be spearheaded by the League of Northern Democrats in Kaduna, 12th and 13th of November. We want to bring everybody on board, everyone. This is not an exclusive club of political minds. No, this is an organization that is there to address the core issues that affect Northern unity, the issues of insecurity, for instance, and the issues of the economy and the biting poverty, which I said all this and more put together, the North seemed to be the epicenter. We want a great North, but we also want a greater Nigeria.
But, do you have the buy-in of the greater majority? Because it looks like a gathering of Northern elites.
No, absolutely. We have the buy-in of literally everybody, and this is why. We have a greater number of Nigerians of the Northern extraction are disappointed that the North did not, first of all, act in one voice in determining, the key issues of our politics, including political leadership. The North does not seem to operate in a manner that you headhunt the best out of us to bring into the cabinet, to bring into, credible positions, and to bring people that are are ready to serve the North, not people that are ready to serve their own interest or to operate within the circle of their primordial sentiments. So what we are, people are disappointed that the issues that led to, the past political, experience that we've gone through, the northern people are disappointed that our leaders did not come out with one voice to speak, to get leadership on the table on our own terms.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I will look forward to the activities, and probably when we have a better North, we will also have a better South and a greater Nigeria. Thank you so much. Ladan Salihu is a former Director General of the FRCN and is a spokesperson of the League of Northern Democrats. Thank you so much indeed for coming.
Greater North, greater Nigeria. Thank you, Shehu.
Thank you so much. That's our show for today, everyone. Many thanks for being part of it. I'm Shehu Akinbaloye. God bless Nigeria.